Okay, right now we're going to talk about pull quotes and learn how to do that in InDesign. So first, let's talk about what a pull quote is. Um, Pull quote, well, is a quote pulled from the rest of the copy. It's actually a repetition, so you don't remove it from the copy, you just repeat the statement. And it's normally used in the main articles, and it's mainly not used on the opening spread of a main article. It could be. And normally, let's see what else. Um, it breaks up the monotony of the page. So just imagine if this is the pull quote here. This is a subtitle or a repeat of the title at the subtitle size is what this is. But imagine if this was gone, and that was gone. What would we have? We'd have two big rectangles of text, both competing, both very boring. No one would want to look at that. Extremely plain. Same, boring, boring. So, what did they do to improve this? They added this repetition of the title, kind of a way to get me back into this. They could have added I probably would have put the first sentence in bold here, just kind of like a stepping stone from this to this, but not necessary. And then, obviously, this made it a little more interesting too. And then on this side, they found a quote over here, copied it, put it in a text box, and put it over here as a separate pull quote. So let's look at some other uses of pull quotes in this document. Okay, another one. Again, you can see it adds hierarchy. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Read. Our eye goes through, flows. This is where it kind of breaks with the norm. We normally don't see pull quotes on the opening spread, but here we've got this whole section becoming a pull quote. It's dangerously close to be in competition with the title, but it's really not. And that's because they very cleverly left this as a gray with a dark gray and a white. So the contrast wasn't as strong as right here. So our eye goes here first, second, third, fourth, and we just go right in. Well, okay, maybe this is a second. I don't know. But we tend to flow and then look back at this. So this is a pull quote and this is a pull quote. So you can learn from this that pull quotes can be standalone, just larger text. Very often the text is in color. Sometimes the pull quote is in some block of color and it's reversed out. Sometimes they have these big quote marks. It doesn't have to, but it could, like this. And these guys, they're not that important, so they don't really need pull quotes, and they're not that long, so they don't really need it. So just remember the main task of the pull quote is to, in particular, make the secondary and third spreads of an article. So here's the main article spread, goes on to another one. It's to make something like this a little more interesting, make something like this a little more interesting. Okay, that's its main purpose. All right, now let's look how to do that in InDesign. Here we are in InDesign. First, this is my template. Let me say that the margins on this template are disgustingly horrible. I mean, it's so tight that if you use this, please, I beg you, at least double the margins. All right. But now, moving on to pull quote. Okay, so let's look in here, and we're going to find something that we like and say, oh, I don't know. Okay, I'm spending too long. I'm just going to pick the first sentence. Okay, right here. So this will be our pull quote. I copy it. Notice I'm not removing it from the body copy, just pulling it out. Okay, now I'm going to make a new text box, and I'm going to paste it in there. Oh, okay, let me move to non-preview mode, to working mode. Okay. Now I've got that in there. Because I pulled it from here, it has the character styles and paragraph styles of what it came from. So let's remove that. Let's just say, hey, you're a basic paragraph. Now, character styles, yeah, that would make sense. Your body copy, I want you to be related. I might make a separate one for a pull quote, but just because I want to go fast with this video, I won't. I will change the color. I want this to stand out somehow. Okay, I'm going to make it a blue. And then I am going to increase its point size. So there it is in times. I'll make it like that. I think I'll make it italic. And I might even make it bigger. Maybe a 25. Okay. So at this point, I'm ready to move it in and get it here as a pull quote. Obviously, if I just move it there, I'm overlapping type on top of type. That's not going to work. But you remember from last time, the last project, we did talk about text wrap a little bit. You can see by default, no text wrap is on, but I could easily turn this on. And when I do, it pushes the type over, which gives me the ability to move this box around, change its size, make it into a lovely pull quote. Let's see. Yeah, I wish the type was just a little bit shorter, but c'est la vie. Okay, now I'm going to preview that. Okay, not necessarily the best place to break these up. Maybe I'm going to move this guy a little bit higher. And maybe it is a little on the large size. So, okay, let's make this guy slightly smaller here. All right, looks a little bit healthier in size. But you can see how really nice that is. That is the ability to use text wrap and a pull quote. It just pushes everything around. That does look a little awkward, so yeah, let's stop that from happening. Okay, there you go. that's a lot healthier pull quote. Now let's get the quote marks above and below it. Okay. In order to do that, I need to go back to my text wrap settings. Right now, you can see that I have 0 at the top and bottom for pushing away from the box. I'm going to say 1 pica above. Oh, I didn't know it was all linked at the moment. I'm just going to take these down to 0. That is the left and right side. And I'm going to leave my top and bottom. Okay. My top, I might even go up a little bit more. Okay. There we go. And now I think I can slip some pull quotes behind it, some quote marks. So I'm going to have to, see, going back to work mode, go in here. Now this is where it gets tricky because if I put the quote marks in here and I make them really big and I overlap this, if they're text, they're going to get pushed away by the text wrap. We'll solve that problem soon. Let's make these nice and big. Okay, maybe that was too big. All right, I'll probably take it down to 80. Okay. And obviously my box doesn't need to be this big. Perhaps it does. Okay. And I definitely don't want the contrast there. You know, this is really going to stand out if it's 100% black. So let's just drop it down. Where's my transparency? Okay, transparency. let's see. It's probably color. Okay, I'll try it. Let's just take it to 10. All right, now at this point, I'm going to highlight that and I'm going to go type, create outlines. Command Shift O. So there it is. That's been made into outlines. I can't see it anymore, but maybe if I move it over here it'll work. Okay, maybe if I just make this a little bit bigger. Okay, there it is. All right, so these are shapes now. Maybe if I remove them all together from the text box, maybe I don't even need this. And then I'll paste that there. And I'll move it around. And I'll send it to the back. And then I know that pull quotes are the exact opposite, so maybe I'll duplicate this and then rotate it. And now that it's rotated, I can put these down here. And again, in the back. Okay, now let's take a preview look at that. All right. This part is working well. This is too much little overlap. So let's try to move that. Move that up with the move tool, please. All right. And then I got italic. What if I go? Oh, I got bold italic. Okay, let's see. All right, that would definitely be a clear pull quote. I don't like that hyphenation, so I better get rid of that. I can find that under type paragraph. And I turn off hyphenate. And it does cause a problem because now now I have a widow. How about this? For even a better. Oh, okay. I'll cheat a little, maybe. There we go. And if I do that, then this guy's got to go over too. All right. Now, okay. So you've seen here how I have snuck in a pull quote. Ooh, that pushed all. Oh, did I get a widow again? Okay, I didn't. Thank goodness. Now these guys are too high. Okay. Now move this down, please. Let me grab it. I might have to work in layers in the future to make this grabbing these parts easier, but whatever. I don't want you to have to watch a video forever. So in review, a pull quote is a repeated part of the text document. It's just part of the regular body copy. You take it out, copy it, put it in its own box. You move that box overlapping your text. You use text wrap, and with the text wrap features, you can, all right, fine. With the text wrap features, you can change that box from no text wrap to assign text wrap. You can break the chain and assign more space at the bottom or top if you're doing things like adding the actual quote marks there. Those should be lower. You do want your pull quotes to stand out, so probably go with a color, maybe with a heavier weight, maybe with an italic. But you do want them related to the other typeface, and very often they're going to be the same typeface family. But that's how I do it. Okay, I hope that helps. Thank you.